Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nick Break or Motion back in with another YouTube video. And today I'm starting my own talk show slash podcast, and it is the Motion and Xhayds podcast. And I'm joined by my co host, Xhayds. And today, our first episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about the Fortnite community in general as a whole. So, like the game itself, the community on like YouTube and Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and just basically the whole community and how the community is dog shit. And we also have some stuff we want to talk about. And I know a lot of you are here from my Instagram to hear my side of the Vendetta story because I'm a manager for Vendetta, and y'all want to hear about that. So we'll get into that a little bit later on. But yeah, so what do you want to talk about first, Hayden? The the new season. Okay, so the new. If you guys don't know, the new season, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6. I know a lot of you haven't played the game in a while. There's chickens in the game. There's Yeah, so there's like the makeshift shotgun. What else is there? Their pump's back, which is good. And then there's that. Then there's that primal shotgun. Oh, dude, that like the primal shotgun is probably the worst shotgun ever. Like I'd rather use the freaking gray tack than a primal. Although the mythic primal is okay. It's not that bad. Oh god. Oh, you don't know. So let me. So this is the story. If you guys don't know, I'll be showing you guys some other stuff on Instagram. But most of the thing will just be the Discord screen. Okay, so basically what happened with Vendetta, a couple weeks ago, my boy Trey hit me up. Me and Trey haven't had a best past, but he messaged me asking me if I wanted to be a manager for Vendetta, and I've changed as a person. I've changed as a person. I'm sure he has as well. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it a second chance. And I kind of my Fortnite career was kind of going downhill. I was on the verge of retire. I already retired a couple of months before, but I came back. So I, I was on the verge of retirement again, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try, revive my career, see if it helps. If I don't feel like doing it and don't feel like posting, then I'll just leave the community and whatever. Now, if you guys don't know, okay, I go to school. I'm in my senior year. I have a job, and I do this on the side as well. So it's kind of it's a lot. I don't got a lot of free time in my life. Like I play the game once a day, and I'm lucky to get 4 hours in maybe. I can't even play like after like noon, so it sucks. But okay, so anyway, I said yeah, and I joined the team. And at the time, we had like a really big management group, and I knew Glitchit from just before because I know he was in one of Trey's old teams that I was grinding for a long time, like Ruthless. Like this time last year, I was grinding for Ruthless. Um, and so I knew him, I knew Trey, and I knew okay. One of the founders that left, he doesn't want to be mentioned in any of the drama, so I'm not going to say his name. We're going to call him Timothy. Okay, you probably know who I'm talking about, right? Okay, yeah, he doesn't want to be mentioned in any of it, so I'm not gonna. So we're gonna call him Timothy. So when I joined, there was three founders. There was Trey, Glitchit, and Timothy. Okay, so okay, so Timothy, they were all founders together, right? So the three founders of the team, it was them, and then we had like a big management squad. When I done, there was like 20 people in management. Now, if you guys have been in a team before, having a lot of management is good to be on active, but it's not good to keep track of what everybody's doing, right, Hayden? So like we had 20 managers in there, but it was so hard for them to keep track. Oh, is he doing promotion? Is he being active with grounders? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? And a lot of them weren't. So I went out, and all the managers that were in there were in a thing they called management camp, where basically you joined in your 10 days to prove why you should be in the team, and that was I was in that as well originally, and they made a YouTube video. It hasn't been. I don't know if it's ever going to get released now because Glitchit left. But Glitchit and Trey made a YouTube video like pranking, kicking members. And so I'm like 99.9% sure the members that they actually did kick some members that day because of that day a lot of managers got kicked. That's okay. Like like a lot of them weren't active and they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. So obviously, if you're not doing that, then you're not going to be in a team a team that has a lot of following and a lot of you know. So so that happened. Anyway, so they all owned the team together. They were all founders. They all owned it together. When I joined, I became like I guess a GM, a general manager. And there was another guy named Runner, and he decided he wanted to come in as an owner. He had like a lot of following on Twitch. He had a lot of following on Instagram. He had like 3K followers, and he was overall a general nice guy. Trey knew him from other stuff, so they decided they were going to bring. He wasn't a founder, but he was an owner. So I'm pretty sure they all owned like I think Trey owned. I'm not sure. I'm not going to go in. Yeah, he was a co-owner. I'm not going to go into the details of it. I have no idea how they worked that out, but they probably all owned a little bit of percentage, right? I'm assuming so. Okay, so basically what happened was okay, there was a member. I'm not going to mention his name. I don't want to give this guy clout. Okay, as you could say, I don't want to give him clout. I just don't want to mention him. There's this app going around called Wombe or whatever. Uh, it's kind of stupid, but people are using it. What it's intended to be used for is so you can get like dead family members to say like a message for something. Surprise your family. That's what's intent for. Okay, and there was some of them are funny, like you get like some of them where you like take a celebrity and you make them say shit. It's funny. Okay. It's pretty funny. Okay, there was a member, right? If you guys have been living under a rock, you would still know what happened with George Floyd and the whole protest that went on, like I forget what it was, June or July, somewhere around there, about that. And that's a pretty it was it's a pretty touchy subject, especially for the people that were involved. And if you're an African American man or a woman, it's very hard for you to live through that and experience that. So it's a very touchy subject. Exactly, you never know. So it's a very touchy subject. And this guy in the team, we're gonna call him we're gonna call him Okay, so John Lewis the third. What? That's weird. Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna call him John. Okay, John made a video with this Wombe app of George Floyd singing the number one victory royale, like the Fortnite song, right? And obviously that's you don't do that. Like that's like it's not okay. It's not. It's okay. I don't want to like. It is racist, like not, but not like extreme. He didn't say any, bad. Like he didn't say, "Oh, George Floyd deserved to," whatever, right? He made a video, and it's still pretty bad, right? It's still you made it like that. He's a symbol of the Black Lives Matter movement and everything. It was the last straw, so it's very rude and like racist to make this guy singing a song that's supposed to be like a happy song or like a meme song, right? It's rude. It's racist. It's not okay. So obviously Trey took offense to that, and I would have too. Like I kind of took it like I'm not, but it was still very, very bad on that end. And we okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, so and we have a management chat. So Trey put in the chat, said what happened, and he said, should we kick him? Should we give him a warning? Whatever. Me and three of the other managers, the only ones that were active at the time, we all voted to kick him, right? Now, this guy, John Lewis the third, was Glitch's friend. They were friends or whatever. So obviously, Glitch's friend he's gonna get kicked. You obviously if he and it was his IRL friend, I believe as well. So if your friend's gonna get kicked from the team that you own, you're gonna say something about it, right? You and Glitch Yeah, and Glitch wasn't active at the time, so we didn't know until a couple until people were tagging him in the chat. So basically, Glitcher and Trey they were arguing about if he should be kicked, and Glitcher was saying he shouldn't. It was a joke. We can just give him a warning, and if he does it again, then he's out. Right now, he wasn't John Lewis the third. He was a pretty nice guy. I liked him. He like didn't make any racist jokes before or whatever. But I obviously thought this was pretty really bad, like really bad. I was quite honestly, I was okay with either way. If he got, like suspended for a couple of weeks and then came back, that was okay and got a warning. But I was on board with him getting kicked. I was more on board with him getting kicked than I was. But if I wouldn't have argued if he didn't get kicked, right? So, so Trey and they argued, and Trey put his foot down and said, "You know what? We're kicking him. That's fine." I left that apart. Timothy, like a week before this happened, Timothy got or he was very busy with school and stuff. And he told them he wanted to focus more on school, but he wanted to stay a founder. So, but Trey and Glitcher didn't agree that he should stay a founder if he's going to focus more on school. So Timothy left, or they say they got rid of they tried to demote him. They tried to make him a manager, but he said he wanted to stay a founder as he was leaving, so he left because because they didn't want to keep him a founder. Well, he's a grade 9, right? So he still has 4 years to go. So he was never getting out of that. But yeah, so Timothy was gone at this point. We're talking about this Trey Glitcher argument. He's gone, so he's out of the equation. I think personally, Trey and Glitcher should have got the opinion from Runner before because they were it was 1-1, right? They were both so if they got the opinion from Runner, that wouldn't have caused this fight. But I guess because Runner wasn't really that involved, like he was active, but he wasn't as active as like an owner should be. Um, so they fought, and I guess what happened is they got into a heated argument, like really heated, and Trey decided, he put his foot down and said, "Well, if you don't agree with me and agree with all the managers, you're done. You're leaving. You're not being a founder anymore." Obviously, for obvious reasons, you can't just really, if all the management staff agree and your co-founder that this guy should be kicked, you should be on board, right? And this is the point I gave him when I was talking to him a couple days ago. I said, if you're in a store, right, you're a manager or I just said manager because you're not going to be an owner of a store. Anyway, a manager of a store, right? There's two managers, you and someone else, and one of the but that's not even it. Okay, if you're a co-manager, okay, a worker, right? A regular worker, he makes base pay, whatever. He says something derogatory or racist or says something that one of the other managers don't like, you're not and like it's against the rules, you're not going to say, "Oh, well, he shouldn't be fired because he said that." No, you're going to agree with the manager, your co-manager, and you're going to say, "Yeah, you did say something pretty bad." Even if you don't agree with it, you still say it because that's how you make friendships, and that's how you make strong bonds in the workplace, right? And that should be the same in the community, okay? But basically, Glitchit decided since Trey was trying to kick him and he was a founder, and Glitchit had access to all the emails and he had access to everything. They split everything. Glitcher decided he was gonna take the Instagram account. Now, obviously, that's not something you do, right? Like, you could have posted about saying how you were kicked and you didn't agree with it, and people would have been on your side, right? Before you started this whole, oh, this is, but we're gonna get into that. But yeah, he took the account. Now, Trey's email was the main email on the account. There's two. You can have two emails on an Instagram account, a main and a secondary, in case your main ever gets hacked. Trey's was the main and Glitch's was the secondary. So I believe I'm not 100% sure. Just look based on screenshots that were sent to the chat. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Anyway, okay. So basically, what happened was Trey got the account back, but Glitcher was denying it at first. He was saying, "I don't have it. Trey has it. He's pretending I have it. He's gonna own the team. Whatever, whatever." Now on Instagram, if you get locked out of your account, you can send a confirmation, like a code to a phone number, right? And Trey's phone number, I have Trey's phone number and I have Glitch's phone number. Trey's phone number, and I'm not going to say the digits, I'm going to be, respectful, but they end in 2 digits, different from Glitch's digits, right? So when Glitch took the account, he changed everything, the email, the phone, whatever. But he put the phone in his phone number. So when I sent the code, and when you send a code on Instagram, it tells you the last 2 digits of the phone number, just so you know it's your phone number. It was glitch. The last 2 digits matched up with glitch's digits, and I knew right then and there because I sent a code to see what phone number it was. Because if it was glitch's, then it was glitch that took the account. If it was Trey's, then it was Trey. And it was glitch's phone last 2 digits. So I said to the chat, I took a screenshot. I said to the chat, I'm like, "Look, it's glitch." And that's when he admitted, "Yeah, I took the account, whatever." But and okay, and then I guess whatever. And Trey got it back. Glitchit said he was felt bad about it, but I don't believe that for a second. I believe that Trey got it back before, and so he was trying to play nice guy and saying that gave it back to him. Okay, so Trey got the account back. Glitcher was like, whatever, I'm gonna quit. Whatever. Everything was good. Everybody. He was gone. He was still being toxic, but that's whatever. And everything was back to normal. This was what day was it? Wednesday night. It was Wednesday night. Wednesday night. So then Wednesday night was it Wednesday night? No, it was two. Wait, no, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday night. Wednesday night. And so this happened Wednesday night, Wednesday. So yesterday, or St. Patrick's Day. So Thursday, everything was okay. We were getting back to normal. Some of the members left, but that was because they were Glitch's friends, whatever. Everything was back to normal. We were doing promotions, grinding. I was playing game. I was doing my schoolwork. Everything was back to normal. I was being a manager, whatever, answering all the DMs and whatnot. And I was like, all right, this is sick. Everything's back to normal. Nothing's going to come out of this. Glitchers quit, so everything's good. Boy, was I wrong. Okay. So Thursday night, right? No, you were grounded. Okay, Thursday night, this whole thing exploded. Okay, exploded. Toxic, everything exploded. Okay, Glitchit decided he was gonna post about it on his story. Okay, this is the rundown. Ready for the rundown? You already know this, but I'm gonna. Glitchit, Timothy, and Trey. I guess they made an account and they were gonna bought it to 35,000 followers, and they were gonna sell it to get money to make the Vendetta page, like pay for launch, whatever. I'm pretty sure they were gonna use Trey's rapper account or whatever. I'm not sure. They were gonna use some other account, and they were gonna sell this account to pay for the launch. So they did bought it. Like, I'm gonna admit it, they bought it. Like, they bought it up to 35,000 followers. According to DMs I've seen, and that I can't release to the public, like release you guys. DMs I've seen, what Trey said, Glitch It said that they should use that account instead, because he didn't think at the time that they were going to get enough money to run, like to pay for the launch. Like, they thought they would have got like 100, 200, because they would have had to said, oh, it's botted this many followers, right? So he thought they wouldn't get enough money. So he's like, well, why don't we just keep it and we can grow? People are going to follow it because and we can do promos or whatever. So we've lost a lot of those bots. They go away after like 2 weeks. So a lot of the bots have disappeared, right? So I've read the insights and stuff that I'm not going to release, but we've gained 11,000 real followers over, the span since which is still really, really good. It's at 30. I think, what is it at right now? Let's check. Hold on. Uh, is it 44.7K? Yeah, so I think it dropped down to 0.6 last night. Yeah, 44.6. Okay, so we lost about 11,000 followers, 10,000, 11,000 followers in bots, right? And we've gained 11,000 in real people, which is really good, right? That's really good. Like, even 11K is still like top tier. So, but we just have the bots and whatever. So at the end of the day, the reason that Kent's bought it is Glitch's fault, right? So he's saying Trey bought it, but it was both him, Timothy, and Trey. So he was involved in it. So this is what I'm confused about. He was involved in it, but he's exposing the Trey for botting it. Like, that is so stupid. Like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's like the stupidest. Like, oh my god, how people are, like, how people are saying, oh yeah, it's Trey's fault, is beyond my belief. Yeah, Trey was involved in it, but so was Glitchit. So you can't leave the team, say, oh, it's botted, but you were the one. And I don't know if this is. You literally botted it yourself. You literally, I would say even 50% of the bots were from Glitchit. Okay, so it's the stupidest reasoning. That's number one. That's his main point. That's like his exposed video. That's his main point, right? The second point is Now, this is a little, I don't know the full story about this, but this is just what I've heard and learned and read about. So Trey has his rapper account, right? That was the old Valley account. Now, yeah, he was gonna sell it and make money, get in for the vendetta. What when he was, which would have been good. Yeah, it would have been nice to have the money, whatever. But then he decided he was going to turn it into his rapper account. However, he still said he would sell it if he got a good offer. So someone offered him $200 for it, right? Now, Trey's been scammed in the past. He was scammed for that 100K account where they were going to revamp. So it's pretty touchy to do that type of stuff, and it sucks. And obviously, scamming is not good at all. It ruins your reputation. Oh, even more than that. It's active. It's like has like 4K likes per post. It's active. So basically, there was a guy that DM'd him saying he would buy it for 250. Now, $250 is a lot of money. If you can't tell, that's a lot of money. Trey said in the chat he wanted to see. Now, obviously, this was a bad idea. He shouldn't even thought about it, and that's on him. But he said, this is my point, okay? He said to the chat, I could scam this kid, and he said I could take the money and we could pay for the whole launch. Nobody would have to put money in. We could get the jerseys and the merch, right? Because there's this, yes, but let me finish here. There's this Instagram account called Arma.dg. He's a jersey making account. He makes jerseys for all the Instagram teams. That's what he was talking about then. Because you have to pay like $150 to get like a store, like and all like a merch line and everything. You have to pay. So he was saying that he could take the money, scam this kid, and then take the money. He never did it. Never did it. And that's what I don't want to show the okay, because we had a management chat with all the 20 people, but they ended that chat. They kicked all the 20 managers because they weren't active. And then now there's like 6 of us. But anyway, he decided that he wasn't gonna do it. And that's the part that Glitch had left out. He left the part out in the chat where he was saying where Trey said, you know what, forget it, I'm not gonna do it. It's bad, He left that part out. He didn't put it in. So first of all, he's manipulating DMs. Second, okay, first thing, he's saying stuff about how the team's botted when he helped botted it. Second thing is he's manipulating DMs. He's leaving parts out. If you're gonna expose someone for something, show the full DMs. His point could have been, oh well, he thought about scamming, right? That's still not a very good point, but it's still a better point than lying and manipulating one point. Yes. So basically, he said all this stuff, which wasn't true. He was manipulating the DMs, okay? And there was some other. Trey says that he scammed. I don't know about that. That glitch scam, but I don't know about that. But the third point I'm gonna have is people are supporting this guy. He's racist, okay? Glitch it. He laughed. First of all, he laughed at the George Floyd joke. And second part, he says this DM's fake. We got to send a DM on the main page, and I'll put that on the screen now. And the guy asked me to block out his name. Somebody sent us a DM, whether it's fake or not, I have no idea. Okay, Trey used it. I have no idea. It looks real. It looks legit, but it could be fake. It 100% could be fake. I'm not saying if it's real or fake, but it could be fake, right? I don't know if it's real or fake or not. The guy sent us, and it's glitch. It's saying the hard N word with the hard R, right? That's the worst part. Like if you said it with an A, it's still pretty racist, but not as bad. So with the hard, it's pretty bad. So that was that. Like so, if that's true, he's 100% racist. But even without that, he still laughed and made it, and he put like leaked FaZe Floyd's announcement, and it was the same. Like it was FaZe or George Floyd in a FaZe hoodie, and that's fucked up. Okay, that's pretty fucked up. Regardless. So I want to show you guys here on the podcast. Glitch or not glitch it. Hayden can't see my screen. I should have shared my screen in Discord, but whatever. Too late now. So this is what he posted, right? It has 82 likes. 82. I just want to point out 82 likes. Okay, that's nothing to be bragging about. It's been 18 hours, but that's still like. So let's read this. Okay, let's look at his points. So how much people did you scam? For real though, you def got $200 minimum, 500. Trey says, right? Don't know about that. That could be faked. This is my point. That could be faked. He's saying the point where his thing is fake. That could be faked. 100%. Don't know if it's faked or not. And then this is the part where, so this is what I was talking about. So saying Trey saying he could scam for 150, and he's saying I'm not gonna play the video. You guys can go look if you want. Don't like it though, but you can go look. And he was saying how he could pull that I got hacked. He never. So scroll down from here. Are you looking at this too or no? Okay. Yes. So he's this is what Glitch. Let's pause this real quick. Glitcher says, I mean, his page is pretty dead, but if he knows you own a gaming account, he keeps that proof. He will always follow you. So Glitcher was saying that if Trey, this guy knows that Trey runs a gaming team, he could, and he keeps the proof of him scamming. It could expose him, right? So that's reason number one. Trey decided not to do it. Let's go in the other DMs. And okay, so that was his point about scamming. That's the only slide. So he left out messages, whatever. So that point automatically invalid, doesn't count. It's false. It's a false narrative. So and let's talk about this here. So they're talking about cashing up. They use this app. I don't know what I forget what it was called. Super Stats. That's what it was called. They were gonna do 50K, right? So they stopped because they didn't want to do more. And Trey's talking about how they're using coins, whatever. Again, Trey posted a thing on a story about glitches saying that we can use it, whatever. So that's points invalid. You guys heard my story. Now talking about more botting, and he's showing the app. He's showing the app on the slide. 36,000 followers botted. Obviously, some of them are gone. Okay, and this is he's showing the bots, obviously, right? And now this is okay. I have to put this out. Okay, Trey leaked his phone number. Now I DM'd him originally and said don't delete that because that's pretty unprofessional. So I'm gonna have to bleep this because I'm like blurred out because I don't want to leak his phone number, right? Like I'm not that type of person. Yeah, Glitcher did leak his phone number after Trey did though. So it's still kind of fucked up. And then this is the fake screenshot, okay? You guys let me know in the comments down below. It looks pretty real, right? March 24th, 2019. That's how the DMs looked. He puts the period after and the comma after the 24 and then the year. Then he said, hey, bro, did you hear what Josh did last night? Was doing last night? Yeah, bro, what an ass, lol. Like ass in a play, and he was freaking out, lol. What a effing N word. Whether that's real or not, I don't know. And then the guy says, bro, watch your mouth. Right? The guy's getting mad at him. I'm pretty sure the guy, I don't know if the guy responding was African American or whatever. And so Glitcher says, sorry, bro, but Jesus, man, like, this guy is pissing me off. And then they don't say shit like that, bro. I've seen you. You're the furthest thing from black, which is true. If you see Glitcher, he is a pretty white boy. And then he put some pictures of Trey. So, I'm going to put this little part on my Instagram story, but I want everybody to know the bottom part is invalid because he said that, and he was part of it. He did 50% of the botting. So you're getting mad at the Trey for botting, but you did the same thing, and it's your fault the account is botted. So that's number one reason why your points invalid. Number two reason about the scamming Trey never went through with the scam. Well, and I'm pretty sure that first DM on the thing is fake. He's saying that this is fake. I'm pretty sure that was fake. Okay, the second thing. So the second thing is Trey never actually ended up scamming. You don't see us with the armor jerseys. They all put in money. Timothy, the old founder, showed like I remember him sending screenshots of him sending money to Trey to pay for the launch in the management chat. I've seen that. So they were still sending money, and in the message, Trey says that we could pay for the whole launch. That never happened. They still paid money. No jerseys. And the third point is if you're really gonna support someone that's racist, then that's fucked up. Like I get it, he's gonna have his friends and his supporters, and that's the same thing for Trey. They're both gonna have supporters, but people that are in the middle and know nothing. So this is my last point about this whole thing, and then we're gonna talk about something else. I've been getting DMs after DMs saying what happened with this thing. So I've been telling people, and then they're like, "Oh well, it's your fault that the account's bought it, and you're part of the scam." I've been in this thing 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 stinking weeks. How is it my fault that the account's bought it? First of all, I would never spend money on botting. Like I work hard for money. I don't. My parents don't give me money. I work hard for my own money. I would never spend it on something so stupid like botting. That's number one. Well, now they spent their money. That's their decision. It's their money. They get it, work for it, whatever. That's their money. But I would never spend my money on that. That's the first thing. Second thing. Okay, how is I have never earned. I've never wagered. I've never won a tournament. I've never scammed anybody. I've never earned a penny in my life from scamming someone on Fortnite. Never, ever. It's a shit. I've been scammed a couple times. It's a fucked up thing to do. It's shitty. Like you're scamming kids. Why would you scam a kid? That's not my fault. Like your life, your whole Fortnite reputation could be ruined. Like there was, I got okay. I know this is stupid. I'll never get this. I was trying to buy an account for my team Divot. It was like 10K, and I got scammed. The kid scammed me. Right? I did some digging. I found it, and it's not hard. Like I didn't dox him or anything, but I found out his real name and all that stuff. So I posted about it. I didn't post his real name, obviously. Again, that like you don't involve someone's That's another thing, by the way. I got to get onto in a minute. Okay, but you don't put someone's personal information on the internet. That's fucked up. Okay, they could. If we're famous, right? Like if we have like hundreds of thousands of followers, and you put someone's stuff on the internet, your supporters are gonna, call this guy, dox him, whatever, right? And he could end up getting killed. Like you could get swatted or whatever, and they could end up getting killed, and then that's on you, right? So I would never ever leak someone's personal information on the internet. That's number one. This is my side. So this is the stuff I'm saying. I still support whatever everybody else on my team did, Trey and whatever. I still support. I accept. I can't really support him leaking the phone number. But anyway, that's a different thing. Okay, I would never do that. Okay, that's me. I would never do that. Just this guy, right? So I basically posted on my story, and I DM'd the teams that he was in because he was in like a Void, he was in HWBT, and I DM'd them. I'm like, yeah, this guy scammed me. Like this is like I know this is him. Here's all the screenshots and stuff. Both teams kicked him. Ended it with him. Said we don't want it. So that's when he gave me my money back. He was like, okay, well, I don't want to be. So he was in one more team that was pretty. I forget what team it was, and I said, well, I won't message him if you give me my money back. So he gave me my money back, and that was it. Okay, so back to the point. So his points are invalid. That's that. Okay, but yeah. So the kids that DMing me are ridiculous, right? I last night I'll put the screenshots on the screen. I had this kid DMing me. This kid I used to know. He used to be a supporter of mine. He used to comment on my videos, whatever. He he DM'd me last night and was saying, dude, are you in Vendetta? Question mark. And I put yes. And he's like, they're botted and they scam, right? And I said, like I said to him, I told him about everything about it. And he's like, oh, you're just lying, bro. You must be part of the scam and the botting too, right? Okay. Dude, me and Hayden had like a 30-minute phone call last night. I wanted to tell him everything that happened before today because we wanted to record this today. Um, like literally, I was literally drinking a new Tim Hortons drink. I live in Canada. A new Tim Hortons refresher drink. It was so good, by the way. 10 out of 10. Okay, and this kid wants to leave me alone, and he was just basically, you know what? I'll just blur it out in the video. Let's read it. Okay, let's go here. I just gotta blur it out. I just gotta blur out some of these DMs here. If I can scroll, for some reason it won't let me scroll. There we go. Okay, scroll down here. Where is it? I'm balking this kid's name out because I don't want to give him attention or clout or whatever you would call it. Alright, so okay, then he started talking about my skill. That was the first thing. He started getting into that. Okay, so this is what happened. Okay, so originally he commented on my post saying Vendetta scams, right? So then he says, I said, don't comment on post, bro. It's not me. He says, he still scams. I don't care. So you're coming after me? I hate to break it to you, but he never actually went through with it. And the voice message says we can pay for those views. We don't have them. And he says, I never came after you. He's commenting on my stuff. That's coming after me. You comment on my stuff. I had nothing to do with it, so don't comment on my posts. Literally nothing at all. You're the team that, so did I do it? So it's a bad team that scares the bots. Did I do it though? I don't care. Exactly. Stay the fuck off my post. Calm down. Nah, I'm tired of kids like you. Like what? Calling out your shit team? You're the same guy who grinded for Valley this time last year, LeMayo. You're the same guy who hasn't improved in a bit in a year. So this is where he started talking about my skill. And I said, lol, I'm a manager. So he obviously got roasted. And he said, a shit when obviously I have more followers. Okay, I said, I also quit. I quit from Alto Your Point. And then I found out that I get more likes and views than this kid. I was like, I get more likes, LeMayo. Remember, he doesn't need you. And then he started talking about stuff that happened in Valley. And I said, well, like you weren't good enough to make the team, LeMayo. I got in as a player, but you were too shit to get in as one. You had to be a manager. I'm the one who recorded you because you were dedicated, not because you were good, which is true. A lot of these guys, no friends, a lot of these guys at the time, oh really, he did the same thing for you. I got in as a content creator, not a player, which I did. He said you were a manager because you were too bad to be a player. You didn't even make content. You're dumb, Lameo. I got 700 plus subs on YouTube, which I do, and your content was terrible. I don't know how. I had a montage full up, 4.2k views, more than you could get. We'll see. Maybe post less solo arena wins, and you'd be good. That's content, bro. Leave me alone. I was offended by that. Okay, he said to post less more arena solo wins. I don't even have that many. Okay, like jeez. Oh man, and I have other videos that I've scrapped because they're just so. I've had, how many arena solo wins I have? Like at least 100. Well, I've never posted them because it's boring. Like I hit 4 kills, 5 kills. It's boring. Oh God. I gotta start. We'll talk about that in a bit. But anyway, back to the point. But yeah, so and I had some other kids. I'm not gonna give these guys attention. They were DMing me saying how it's my fault. So and I'm like, dude. First of all, and these kids are uneducated. They see one side, they're like, oh, well, I believe this side. Let me not go look at the other side. They're uneducated. Okay, in life, you always gotta look at two sides. Now, whether one side will always be lying. You gotta learn that in life. One side will always be lying. There's an argument. One side is always lying. Always. So there's always lies involved in it, right? So there might be lies on one side and might be lies on another. So it's always possible that both sides are lying, which happens sometimes. In this case, whether both sides were lying, whatever. One side was Glitcher was definitely lying. So you're uneducated. You're 14-year-old, right? Uneducated, trying to. You're a clicks wannabe. You're trying to be like clicks, but yet you're first of all, you have like 100 followers on Instagram. That's the first thing. You have 100 followers on Instagram. You have no YouTube, no Twitter. That's the thing about social media. If you're gonna build a following, you gotta build a following on every app. You can't just be, oh well, I have 30k on Instagram. Oh, I'm famous. No, you have to have like a decent YouTube following and a decent Twitter following. Every social media. Instagram is the second easiest app to grow on. First is TikTok. Second is Instagram. Because you can go on hashtag, say follow back, people will follow you back. Like your post back. So it's easy to get followers and likes on Instagram. Okay, so that's the first thing. I'm not trying to, gloat, but I have 1.2k on Instagram, 700 on YouTube. My Twitter, I don't use Twitter, really. TikTok, I have 200. I just started on TikTok, right? So I have a decent following on every app. Oh my god, no. They're, they're not gonna have. How are they gonna get my TikTok though, Hayden? Nah, Hayden, don't you dare! I will blurp it out the whole time. Yeah, yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I'm 100%, bro. I'm editing this after and I will do it, bro. Oh, all right. And I have some Among Us videos that blew up. Don't forget that. That kind of blew up though. That's like 60 likes. All right, we're done. You want me to say your TikTok, bro? Because we can get that going too. Exactly. So let's stop with that. Anyway, back to the point. Back to the points. Okay, you gotta be able to grow a following on every account. You know, it's not just Instagram or Twitter. It's not just Instagram. It's not just TikTok. It's not just YouTube. You gotta have a following at Twitch too. Even if you're gonna a lot of people don't stream, which is okay because I barely stream anymore. So you gotta focus a lot of your content on every app. You can't just have one app. You gotta be every single app. So yeah, that's basically if you're coming from my Instagram or what's up, if you watch this whole podcast, type cookies in the comments. If I see you, I'll give you a shout out, and yeah, yeah. If you comment cookies in the comments right now on YouTube, then I will drop you a follow and shout you out on Instagram if you watch this whole thing. But yeah, so that basically this the community is shit. Okay, it's full of between 12 and 15-year-olds that are clicks. Oh, dude, I just got. And it's the clicks. It's the clicks wannabes, the booger wannabes, whatever, right? I bet you a lot of you didn't know this, but I'm actually older than Clicks and Booga. Now, I'm obviously not a famous Fortnite player that's rich, but bro, listen, bro. I'll come to your house. Okay, you know how many times? You know how many times I've quit? Like 7. Oh, that was fun. All right, if you guys haven't seen that video, go watch it. There was the getaway LTM, right, and there was duos. So obviously at the time we didn't think about it. We were trying to get the record, and we dropped down on a jewel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that we landed on the jewel, got the jewel, killed everybody, right? And we ran straight for the bus. You obviously try and get the win in that LTM. You don't go around killing people. You try and get the win. So we ran for the bus and we got the win. However, I noticed because I clipped it, and I clipped every one of my wins to see if I got good kills, whatever. Even if I never end up posting them, but I have so many wins that I've clipped that I never posted. I have like almost 1,000 wins, so I have a lot of excuse me, sorry, clips. So I was looking through it. I'm like, the clip was only 7 minutes long. I'm like, that's pretty fast for a win. So I looked up on YouTube. I typed up fastest LTM win, fastest getaway LTM win, and there was hundreds of videos. And the fastest one I saw in the title was like, what was it? What was our time? Their time was like 6 minutes 56 seconds. So I'm like, you know what? This video has some. So once we jump at the bus is when the timer starts. So I was like, okay, let me look at this. Let me see. So let me start the timer, and then I started the timer on my phone. I was watching through it, and I hit end. I hit end right as I saw the win, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's a faster time than that." So I was like, yeah. So I was like, "Holy shit, that's really fast." So I was like, "Where I gotta post this." So we posted it and stuff, and yeah. So we actually, it's an unofficial. It's not. It's just a gaming record, but it's the fastest duo LTM. It's a pretty stretch, but it's the fastest duo getaway LTM win, which it's a good record to have. Fastest one on record, like because people might have gotten a faster one and never posted it, which is also possible. But fastest one on record, and that mode will probably never come back. So that record is ours forever, baby. Let's go, boom. Anyway, but yeah, we got a good gaming chair, bro. Like we're just goaded. But yeah, like it's just the community has gone to shit, bro. Like everybody's gotten into the community to play the game. That's originally, and that's all I want to do. I want to play the game, manage my team, and have fun. That's the whole point, is to have fun. That's the whole reason why I'm in the community, to have fun. But I'm not having fun when I'm dealing with drama and bullshit. Like I've had enough. It's honestly enough. Every time I come back, I'm involved in drama every single time, and I thought this time was gonna be different, but it just led up to more drama, and I've had enough. You mean the worst team in the league, buddy? On my first ever post. Dude.
Just hit 7,000 kills in Fortnite. Yeah, but yeah, here's dog shit. Fortnite stop using us to make this absolute dog crap. I really don't play the game. Like it's creative. It's garbage. Fix your game. Fucking done. Might quit. Not actually. I'm addicted. But that said,
Anyway, so I think this time we're gonna wrap it up. It's been about, let's see how long. Dude, holy shit. 45 minutes. All right.
50 minutes. Dumbass.
Well, mine's recording says 45 minutes. Anyway, so we're gonna be about this podcast. We're gonna see how long this one is, but we're gonna try and aim to post one every week. That's our goal. Every week, and I'm gonna try and edit it all today, Saturday, and get it out tomorrow, Sunday, for you guys, so you guys can watch and get my view on it. Tonight, I'm on Instagram. I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna cut out the clip of me talking about the whole situation and post it on my story, just so people get my view of it. But you guys can come watch the full podcast on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for Xhayds for joining me. Okay, go.
If you make it to this point, type in FX podcast, then Motion and Xhayds podcast in the comments, okay? If you ask what you're gonna be in the next one.
Oh yeah. So that's another thing I was going to talk about quickly. I'll just talk. We're looking for people to bring on the podcast. If you're interested, if you're coming from my Instagram, if you want to come on here and talk about real life stuff, Fortnite stuff, whatever, we're interested in having you on here. Please send me a DM on Instagram or message me, Xhayds, message one of us, and we will get back to you as soon as possible, and we could potentially have you on for one of our episodes. So once again, I want to thank Xhayds for joining me on the MX podcast. If you guys want to check out our Instagrams, link will be in the description. Check out our Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.
Later.
And